You've probably seen the headlines. Elon Musk is building something called Macrohard, and everyone's losing their minds over whether this thing could actually take down Microsoft. I spent weeks digging into XAI filings, Tesla's AI roadmap, and every credible source I could find, and what I discovered is way more nuanced than any headline is telling you.
Welcome back to bitbiased.ai, where we do the research so you don't have to. Join our community of AI enthusiasts with our free weekly newsletter. Click the link in the description below to subscribe. You will get the key AI news, tools, and learning resources to stay ahead.
So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what Macrohard is, how it stacks up against Microsoft's 50-year empire, and whether Musk can actually pull this off based on his real track record, not the hype. By the end, you'll have a clear picture of what this means for you, your job, and your data. Let's get into it. What is Macrohard, really? Let's start with the basics, because there's a lot of confusion floating around. Macrohard is not a company, not yet at least. It's an internal initiative sitting between XAI and Tesla, announced by Musk on X back in August 2025. He called it a tongue-in-cheek name, but the project is real. And yes, they actually filed a US trademark for Macrohard and briefly set up a Delaware entity called Macrohard Ventures, LLC. But here's the thing, no product exists, no revenue, no customers. It's a concept with a trademark. So what's the concept? Musk wants to build what he calls a purely AI software company. His argument is pretty straightforward. Software companies like Microsoft don't manufacture hardware. They just write and sell code. So in theory, AI agents should be able to do all of that. The coding, the testing, the deployment, the customer support, without a single human employee. That's the vision. An entire software company run by AI agents, with Grok acting as the brain that orchestrates everything. Now, before you either get incredibly excited or roll your eyes, let me give you some context on where this actually stands. As of early 2026, Macrohard's development has reportedly stalled. Business Insider reported leadership changes, engineers getting reassigned, and Tesla spinning up a parallel project called Digital Optimus that does something eerily similar. So even inside Musk's own empire, Macrohard is competing for resources and attention. But here's where it gets interesting. The underlying technology isn't vaporware, the tech behind it. The way Macrohard is designed to work combines two pieces of technology that Musk already controls. First, you've got Grok, which is XAI's large language model. Think of Grok as the navigator. It understands instructions, reasons through problems, and generates code or content. Then you've got Tesla's screen monitoring AI agent, which literally watches what's happening on your computer and mimics user actions in real time. Put those two together and you get an AI system that can not only think about what to do, but actually do it on your machine. In early demos, Musk showed Grok spawning what he described as hundreds of specialized coding and image generation agents working simultaneously. Imagine telling an AI to build you a website, and instead of one assistant, you get an entire development team, a coder, a designer, a QA tester, a project manager, all running as AI agents. That's the pitch. XAI has also raised massive funding to make this happen. We're talking a $20 billion Series E round, plus Tesla dropped another $2 billion into XAI in early 2026. The money is there. The compute is there. XAI already has Grok running in Tesla vehicles as a voice assistant and available through a developer API. So the building blocks exist, but wait until you hear what this actually means for regular people, because this is where it stops being a tech story and starts getting personal. What this means for you. Let's talk about use cases, because this is what most people actually care about. If Macrohard or something like it actually ships, the average person could potentially use AI agents for office automation, data entry, spreadsheet management, email drafting, calendar scheduling, even help desk responses. Brookings research highlights that AI assistants could handle everything from planning vacations to paying bills on your behalf. For creators and small business owners, imagine describing an app you want and having AI agents actually build it. Not just writing code snippets like ChatGPT does today, but handling the full life cycle: coding, testing, deploying, and maintaining software. Forbes noted that Musk envisions Macrohard's AI writing code, fixing bugs, and managing entire software teams. That could be transformative for people who have ideas but don't have the technical skills or the budget to hire developers. And Musk has even suggested the cost could be surprisingly low. He's thrown around numbers like $500 to $1,000 per month per agent, which sounds expensive until you compare it to hiring an actual developer at 6 figures a year. But here's the part nobody wants to talk about. To do any of this, Macrohard's agents need to watch your screen and your keystrokes in real time. Every email you write, every password you type, every document you open, the AI sees all of it. Brookings flagged this as a major concern. These agents need access to personal emails, calendars, financial accounts, and potentially health data to be truly useful. One vulnerability in that system and your entire digital life is exposed. That's not fear-mongering. That's the fundamental trade-off. And it's not just privacy. There's the question of what happens when the AI makes mistakes on tasks that actually matter. Imagine a buggy AI deploying broken code to production or sending the wrong financial data to your clients. The productivity promise comes with real risk. Macrohard versus Microsoft. All right, let's do the comparison everyone's been waiting for. And I'll be honest, it's not even close right now. Microsoft is a 50-year-old global tech giant. Windows runs on roughly 75% of desktops worldwide. Office 365 has billions of users. Azure holds about 20% of the cloud market. And through their partnership with OpenAI, Microsoft has GPT-4 and GPT-5 baked into Copilot, Bing, GitHub, and basically their entire product stack. Their developer ecosystem is massive: Visual Studio, GitHub, Power Platform, and they've got well-defined privacy policies, even if the FTC is currently probing their AI and cloud practices. Macrohard, on the other hand, has zero market share. No consumer products, no developer SDK, no pricing model. Its technology relies on Grok and Tesla's AI hardware, and while xAI has raised enormous funding, they're spending that across all of xAI's efforts, not just Macrohard. The ecosystem is essentially non-existent. Maybe some future integration with Tesla vehicles and X, but that's speculation. Where Macrohard does have a theoretical edge is in the agentic approach. Microsoft's Copilot is fundamentally an assistant. It helps you do things within existing apps. Macrohard's vision is an autonomous agent that does things for you, end-to-end, across your entire computer. That's a different paradigm. If it works, it's more powerful. If it doesn't work well, it's more dangerous. But here's the reality check. MIT Sloan research on Agentic AI points out that 80% of the effort in building these systems goes into data engineering, integration, and governance, not the AI model itself. That's the unglamorous work that determines whether agents actually function reliably. And that's exactly where Microsoft's decades of enterprise infrastructure give them a massive advantage. Can Musk actually pull this off? This is the question everyone asks, and Musk's track record gives you a genuinely mixed answer. On one hand, the successes are undeniable. SpaceX went from a startup in 2002 to the company that dominates global orbital launches and pioneered reusable rockets. Tesla turned electric vehicles from a niche curiosity into a mainstream industry. Starlink now has over 10 million subscribers, providing internet to remote areas around the world. Neuralink implanted a brain chip in a human patient in 2024 that allowed cursor control through thought alone. These are things that experts said couldn't be done, and Musk's teams did them. On the other hand, timelines are almost always wrong. Tesla's full self-driving has been almost ready for years. The Cybertruck was delayed repeatedly. The Hyperloop never materialized as a Musk-led project. And critically, Musk's management style, rapid pivots, high pressure, leadership churn, has reportedly already caused problems within the Macrohard initiative specifically. The pattern with Musk's successes is iterative engineering over many years. SpaceX didn't build Falcon 9 overnight. Tesla nearly went bankrupt before Model 3 saved the company. These were decade-long efforts with massive failures along the way. So if you're expecting Macrohard to ship a working AI software company in 2026, you're going to be disappointed. But if you zoom out to a 5 or 10-year horizon, dismissing Musk entirely would be ignoring a pretty clear pattern. The question isn't really whether Macrohard will work exactly as described. It's whether the underlying technology, multi-agent AI systems that can autonomously handle complex digital tasks, will eventually mature. And that's almost certainly a yes, whether it comes from Musk or from Microsoft or from someone else entirely. So here's the bottom line. Macrohard is Musk's boldest software bet yet. An attempt to use AI agents to replicate what an entire software company does. The name is cheeky, the ambition is massive, and the current reality is early, very early. Microsoft isn't losing sleep over Macrohard today, and they probably shouldn't be. But the agentic AI paradigm that Macrohard represents, that's worth watching closely, because whoever cracks it, Musk, Microsoft, or someone we haven't heard of yet, it's going to change how all of us interact with software. What do you think? Is Macrohard the real deal or just another Musk moonshot that fizzles out? Drop your take in the comments because I'm genuinely curious where you stand on this one. If you found this breakdown useful, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.